Hello everyone, my name is Jean-Yves Tinevez. I'd like to introduce you to the development we've been doing since 1 year for IC. The main code has been done by Carlos and under the supervision of Jean-Christophe Oliveman. Okay, so very briefly, I'm Jean-Yves. I work in a core facility dedicated to bioimage analysis, and most of our work is actually to develop bioimage analysis pipelines and to ship it to our biologist users so that they can use it themselves. So this is typically the software ecosystems we use, and because I'm the older, I tend to develop all my bioimage analysis pipeline using FijiIC or QPath, which are Java scientific software. The year is 2024. Why do we keep developing in Java? Right? It's a harsh question, but it's a valid one, right? Because we live in the advent of, let's say, the prominence of Python fueled by advance in artificial intelligence. And notably for our field, everything which is related to deep learning, it's been really transformative. And this is Python. And this is going very fast and very far compared to what we have in Fiji, right? Also, probably you notice if you try to hire people, it's very hard to find engineers that can code in Java. They're all being devoured by the industry, while in Python it's easier. So why do we keep working in Java? Basically because this is what our users use, right? Very typically, the first software an image will see is going to be FijiIC or something like this. Every time we try to write something in Python and give it, at least to my biologist in Pasteur, it's been very often a cold shower, right? And we cannot cut the biologist from the goodness of artificial intelligence, right? We cannot imagine creating a divide between the two. So this missing bridge that you see here, we need to bridge it for at least a couple of years more. And this is what we've been doing, like trying to build something that can run deep learning models from these ecosystems, and in particular IC. The first thing we did in the past year was to work on JDLL. It's a library that can run deep learning models into and from Java software. Initially, it was meant for IC, but people were interested enough so that it was now something that fueled the deep images software. And of course, I'm going to present deep IC, which is its counterpart. And it's made to alleviate all the difficulties of managing several deep learning engines like TensorFlow 1, 2, PyTorch, and so on. Why is it a good idea to do that in IC? You probably don't know IC, some of you. It's a bioimage analysis software platform similar to Fiji, younger, with a smaller user base, a smaller amount of plugins, but still plenty of plugins, very interesting for image analysis, from tracking, segmentation, active contours, and everything. And Deep IC that we've been working on is exactly that, using deep learning models into IC. And it's made something that focuses on ease of use and user friendliness. Right? So it looks like this. It's really something that focuses on hiding all the complexity of matching a certain model with a certain version and type of a running framework. And so that should be easy for the users. And it doesn't have even to install it. Everything is handled automatically, right? And maybe you've heard about the bioimage model zoo, right? Training a deep learning model is very expensive, economically, but also for the ecology. And so people are starting to share it on a website. And so DeepIC can directly connect. It will expose you all the deep learning and their specialty, what they do. And then downloading, running it will be automatic, right? And it looks like this. For instance, this is running like, the STARDIS algorithms on a histochemistry image open in IC. And this is, the segmentation of a transmitted electron microscopy segmenting the mitochondria. And this is very Swedish. What you will be able to do in IC. I'm almost done. I just want to underline what would be the interest for analysts about that, right? Typically, deep learning, they're great, but they are very seldom the only component of your bioimage analysis pipeline. You need to do something after that. And that's one of the key points of IC, right? It has, for instance, a visual programming framework on which you can combine visually one component after another, like for instance, filtering the image, applying deep learning, active contour, automated analysis of objects, and so on. And so that would be great to use that. I am done. So these are the very nice people that are involved in the project, in the code. Deep IC will be available in IC like very soon. You will just have to type Deep IC in the search bar and you will find it. And in 2024, we will work on running native Python code into IC to go even further in interoperability. And thank you very much for your attention.